Hey everyone,
Hello.
welcome back. Today I'm joined by Krzysztof, our
Hi.
KB warden from LiveChat as support here as well as me. It's great to see everyone in here. A couple of household items for you to remember before we go with the webinar. If there are any transmission problems, technical difficulties, please do let me know on the chat. I'll try to answer the questions as we go. We will be going through the points as always. At the end of the webinar, there will be a Q&A session for you guys as always as well. And we will be sending the webinar recording in a maximum of 24 hours after the webinar. So if there are some people from your company who would like to watch it later, it's going to be sent automatically. Don't worry about it too much. Okay, so I think without further ado, let's skip to today's agenda. Now, a couple of things we're going to go about today. The title of the webinar and the general topic is Enter the Matrix. So how you should go about training the agents once you hire them. This is a continuation of Heroes Assemble series, part 2. The last webinar was concerning the ideas on how to hire the new heroes. You can watch the recording on our website. Now for today, we'll go through a couple of points. First, the proper welcome you should give to the agents. Then we're gonna mention a couple of tools to use to help you and new people get acquainted with the product. Then Krzysztof will say a couple of words about materials you can use and you should prepare both for you and your customers to make everyone's life, I think, easier, right?
Yeah.
Then point 4, we'll go and share some, secret knowledge about LiveChat and how we go about onboarding at LiveChat with agents. And as I mentioned, Q&A session. Okay, so the first point, the welcome, take it from here.
Yeah, so for the welcome, first of all, my name is Krzysztof. It is nice to see you here. We would like to talk about a welcoming process of a new agent who is hired by your company, for example. So the new person comes, and usually it starts with completely new environment for the person. So he's kind of shy, he don't know the team, he don't know the building, he most likely don't know the product that you are selling to your customers. So it is good thing to bullet point something about the agent onboarding. So I think that it is good to say and good to do with your agent is walk you through the building, walk him through the office, show him the general office, the kitchen,
the kitchen is a very important place for many people. Know that's where the coffee is spawned and created by magic. So we need to keep this one in mind.
Yeah, so just to welcome him and show him that you have a nice atmosphere in the office. So sometimes he can relax and think about stuff that's going on around him. Then it is good to walk him through the product that you are selling to your customers. So, for example, the most important thing is to take some time with your new agent. So cancel all your meetings, all other stuff that you were supposed to do for the day that the new agent is coming to your office, and walk him through every particular piece of your product. For example, at LiveChat, we like to discuss all of the settings, all of the tabs that you can go to, for example, chats, archives, tickets, and other stuff. We like to go through every point in a detailed manner so that the agent can really get a grasp of the product.
Yeah, right.
And then you can, for example, start using this product in real life. And at LiveChat, for example, we like to set up a concurrent chat limit for the new agent to 2 or 3 chats at the moment. So he can, get acquaintance with the product like the real live agent would do.
Yeah, and actually, if I may come in for a point, we know that not all of you guys, not all of your companies would be selling SaaS products as we do, so software pieces.
Yeah.
If you are, for instance, selling cars, this still applies. If you will have an agent on the chat who will be selling cars to the customers, I can't imagine this agent not ever being in this car. So if you have a car company and you hire a new agent to sell, let them have a drive around the town and see the feeling about it, so they know exactly what the customers will be experiencing. Exactly. So they know the front end, the place that needs to be important for the customers, right?
Yeah, and about the work buddy system, we have thought about something like that for the new agents who are coming to work at LiveChat, and I think that this is a great way that you can implement in your company as well. So, for example, you have a new agent that is coming to the office, and you have some more experienced one. So, the best agents in your team, or the, let's say, the middle ones, but who are also acquainted with the software or with the cars or any other branch of business out there. And we thought that it is a good idea to have that more experienced agent help the newcomer. Because this is easier for both the agent who is a newcomer and for the more experienced agent, because this gap between you and the boss is kind of missing there. So the new agent can feel more comfortable with fellow agent and not the boss himself. And can show him around the product, around the office as well, and help him with some more difficult cases that he can approach on a chat. So, for example, you have a, let's say, nervous customer who is approaching you on chat,
Yeah.
And some more experienced agents may have some kind of a process that they go through in order to handle that kind of customer, or some kind of a difficult case if you are a SaaS type of company, and if you are selling a software that this more experienced agent know how to handle, and he can share this knowledge with this new coming agent.
This work buddy system also has one more upside, is that when you hire new agents and perhaps there's a second, third, or fifth agent you hire to your team, you can't really think of all the scenarios this agent will go through for the whole career in your company. So this more experienced person, they are just around in case anything specific pops up, and even this may just seem clear as a day to you, it may be completely just something new for the agent, and if there's no one around who knows their way through the product and through the, let's say, scenarios you're going with, it's really good that to have this person who will just know all these things and will be able to assist. With the work buddy system, we always sign a new one with the LiveChat, but we'll say a couple of words about this later, I think. Now, couple of tools you can use to make this process of onboarding new people easier for both you and the people who come to your company. So the first thing I thought about was procedures descriptions. We share them, we hold them on Google Drive. This is a free software. You can probably most of you know this. So even though we try to follow the not really gut feeling, but let's say logic and general feeling with the customer, with the chats we have and have with the visitors on our website, there are some procedures just in case you don't know what to do. So even if your company does not follow script, so every conversation is different and it's really appreciated by the customers as well, it's good to keep those procedures on the drive available for everyone, just in case anybody forgets anything. This is useful not only for the new agents, but for the old agents as well, because we are not walking encyclopedias and we don't just know everything. And this is completely natural and understandable to keep this in such a place. Then chat archives you can use inside our product. When a new agent comes and there will be stuff in the chat, and perhaps in the gap between taking new agents, they can take a moment to open archive section where they will see all the chats of the other agents of the groups they are assigned to. And they will be able also to see the ratings from the customers. So they will be able to see when your customers are satisfied, when they are dissatisfied, what to do, what not to do, and perhaps even ask the people who were doing the chats why they did this and that, why they didn't do anything specific, even though you thought that you should do something else. So chat archives, really great tool, and it's all kept. You do not have to send it anywhere. It's all available for them once they log into the application. Then supervision tool. This is something you can use when there is another agent chatting. You can just jump on their chat. And even though in live chat, the chats are always conveyed one-on-one, so there's always one agent, one visitor, and no chat room function, so to say. There can other agents can join the chat and write these whispers, we call them. You can see it in here, and Stina Sparks wrote something. And these whispers are not visible to the customer. So the new agent can, for instance, ask something, this more experienced one, so they can later let them know. And if there is a new agent doing the chat, the more experienced one can come and just suggest, hey, you can right now mention this and that because it's, you know, new promotion or something that the customer should know. So supervision goes both ways, and it's useful in both ways, really. Also, typing speed test. When you're on the chat, you can't really use your facial expression, your body language, so everything goes through the text. Now, we do have canned responses that help a lot, I think, with really many cases, but the customers like to be treated one by one, not, you know, in a bunch, just, you know, copying and pasting the same message over to everyone, because that's not really the best way to go. So this typing speed is really important factor in the chat agents, and some people will have it easier, some have it worse, but it's great to see how fast this agent is typing, so you can later be aware of how many customers they will be able to take at the same time, for instance, because one agent can create more than one customer. This typing speed test is available in the agent tools inside our application, as well as on our website. You can test it anytime. If you cannot find it, I will send it later to you. Just write me in the questions. I will send it over. Also, tools to use to do applications. Now, when a new agent comes to LiveChat, we expect them to do some homework, to learn the product, to go through important key points of LiveChat, so we know that they know all the basic stuff. Now, you may think that it's easy just now to tell someone that you should have to go through this and that, done. But if you want to have it all nicely organized, set an account on Wunderlist or Todoist on another this kind of software, and assign the quest, the tasks they need to do, and they will just now uncheck it once they are done with it. So this way you can see how fast they are going with the things you're expecting them to get used to, and if they are stuck on something, you can also reach out to them better. It's not about, you know, just setting strict deadlines for every new agent that comes, because this will probably just kill everyone, and we don't want this. So those really come in handy. Later we'll also give you some examples on what we do with LiveChat, with Wunderlist. We use it ourselves with the tasks we give to the newcomers. Also, now materials you can and you should have.
Yeah, exactly. So, for example, for materials, LiveChat, we like to use our own knowledge base. This is a very useful tool, both for agents and for your customers. So, for example, you can post articles about your product, any given product. So, for example, it could be a software, like LiveChat in our case, or it can be some kind of articles about your cars, like Marcin has mentioned before. This can be facilitated for both your agents, because, you know, they contain the knowledge about the product that you are selling. So it is also good for your agents to know all the stuff that is there, but also it is good for your customers. So, for example, there are some customers who would like to get to know things by themselves. Maybe they are shy, or they just don't like to ask agents on chat or over the phone or via email. So this is also good to have some kind of a knowledge base implemented in your company. Yeah, so at LiveChat, we have written the knowledge base ourselves. Our web developers have helped us with implementation of this knowledge base. Basically, at the moment, it is me who is taking care of a knowledge base. It has been a process at LiveChat, so it was not like that we had a knowledge base in this form that is actually present at the moment. At the start, I think we had about 7 articles. Right now, it is over 183 articles. So it is a lot of job to do, especially when we come up with new version of a product. So we have to update each and every article. Basically, it was a process of deciding which approach is the best for the customer. So throughout the years, we think that the best approach to create such kind of a knowledge base is to simply and straightforward tell your customers and your agents as well how to proceed with the stuff that you are selling at your company. So, for example, a LiveChat, when you have a plugin for WordPress, we decided to rewrite our article in the simplest way possible. So, for example, you have the screenshots that shows you where to click, what to write in the search tool at WordPress. So you don't have to, log into your server, download the file manually, and other stuff. You just can type LiveChat, click on install, and we decided that this is the best approach to explain our customers how to integrate LiveChat with WordPress. And this is the same way that you can use at your company. So, for example, if you are selling cars, you can inform your customers about what is the warranty process at your company, some kind of a promotions, for example, and the same information can be facilitated by your agents as well. And you don't have to talk about each stuff directly with a new coming agent, but you can send them to your knowledge base and they can facilitate that as well.
I will just jump in for a short information. This feels like, I think this felt for us in LiveChat as a natural step after the canned responses. I mean, this feature that you use to have short messages to send to the customers. You keep them all inside LiveChat, and we just thought that why should we keep any secret knowledge from our customers when we want to jump in their boots and feel what they are feeling, so we better understand what they need. So this knowledge base is also like taking it one step up from the canned responses, I think, something worth mentioning.
What is also, I think, important to say is that if you have some kind of, let's say, hidden features, or if there is something that you can do with your application, but this is not a direct way to do it, you can also try to implement it in your knowledge base. So your customers can see that you already care about them. And even if you don't have something implemented in your software at the moment, you can always inform them. And it will be good for you because customers will already know that they can or they cannot do something with your software, and your customers will also see that you care about them and you want to give them as much information as possible.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is basically what we have about knowledge base on our side. Now, this knowledge base we have on our website, as Krzysiek mentioned, it was customly built by our web developers and WordPress template, but we do understand that you would like to implement such a thing on your end as well, because this will be a help both for your agents and your customers. And one thing I think we need to mention is that if you install and have a nice knowledge base accessible to the customers, some of them will stay there and will not engage with your support. And this is something that will take some work off your support agents, plus they can fall back on this anytime they need. So if we do something while chatting with you guys, and be just honest about it, we do check our knowledge base as well, because it's really well written, and when we open it, we already know what it's at.
Yeah.
So if you would like to implement a knowledge base on your end for your new agents, for your customers, for yourself, we do not provide a solution that would be available for it, but there are some solutions out there on the internet, and there's one we can actually mention.
Yeah, so for example, we have the integration with Alevio software. This is a very good software if you are already, if you are just starting with your knowledge base, because Alevio free plan allows you to create 25 articles that you can add to your knowledge base. For example, you can categorize them, create categories like frequently asked questions, or I don't know, integrations, like in our case, and you can add articles right beneath those categories. And this is a very good software because it allows you to create knowledge base both for your team and for your customers. So, for example, if you have some kind of a help desk website on your help desk page on your website, you can implement Alevio, and by a simple click of a button, your customers and your agents can find the article that they really need.
I think also another reason we mentioned this integration is that we just integrate with Alevio as well, so we can easily place our chat on this knowledge base page. And this is a really good combination, because if a customer starts there, does not understand any specific point, they can just, without leaving the page, be right there, talk with you, let you know what you can improve to help other customers as well. So this is one suggested piece of software that we can just mention, but there's basically really a huge bunch of them, because knowledge base is not something that was invented today, and it's really great thing to have in mind. I think that's it with the Levy for now, right? Okay, so now a couple of words about onboarding at LiveChat. Basically, what we do with the new agents is more or less the things we have been describing above. All the steps or the suggestions we have been throwing at you guys, they are things we do ourselves. We believe that if we found a nice way to do something as a company, we should share it with you as well, so you can profit from that. And vice versa, if we do see a nice solution and another company, why not implement it on our end? This is something that just benefits everyone, and I think if we just help each other, we can really go great deals and ways forward. So over the 2 first months, now why two first months? Because this is basically the period that we thought it takes for a new chat agent to be a fully support here with LiveChat. This is a roughly estimate, because different people have different tempos and so on. But in our case, that's first 2 months. Now what you need to think with your new agents, with your company, is what period would it take for a new person, newcomer, somebody completely not knowing your product, to get acquainted with it so they can just, let's say, handle the whole shift by themselves. So 2 months in our case. Now, during these 2 months, we have quests for these people. Now, to make it all easier, we do assign the work buddy, the system we mentioned before. And whenever there is a new agent, they get a senior or like really not older but more experienced agent to help them. So there's always somebody around to help them out. And we do not push strict deadlines, and this is something we would incline you to do as well, not to set strict deadlines for the new people, because some people will learn slower, but this doesn't necessarily mean that they will be worse workers in the future. So you should be flexible with the onboarding of new agents. And now during the first months, we have over 60 positions on a list to learn for the new people. We have 17 bullet points in Wunderlist, so the quests they need to go. It's just sometimes setting some integrations, going through some articles, etc., etc. Over 50 integrations, and we have this idea that whenever we have a new integration with LiveChat, we go through it by ourselves. You should also think about it if you have some new features and there are people who are already working with you as agents. Try to get them through it, so they just get acquainted with the new software, new opportunities, new options you have as a company from the customer's perspective. And no matter what business you're in, this is doable. And this also shows you that you should really never ever stop learning as a support agent, and you should keep on teaching your team new things. Because developing is just good for your company, for your customers, and for you. Now, 13 files on Google Drive. Those are the procedures I've mentioned before. So what to do in case this, and that. We do not fall on these too often, but they are just there, so we feel comfortable with it. And whenever we have a free moment, we just forget something, take a quick look, and we already know what is up. Over 100 knowledge base articles, and this is really a lot. Yeah. And we do expect new people to go through all of these articles so they know their way around. Now, please keep in mind, we do not expect our agents to memorize all the articles. Now, this is what Wikipedia is for, this is what knowledge bases are for. We are not walking computers. We want to know our way around the product, and as chat agents, you want to expect them to be able to find the information the customers need in a reasonable amount of time. This is what the agents should be focused on. And over 400 chats from the archives to go through. This is what we do when they have a moment. We open the archives for them and say, come on, take a look, tell us what you think about these chats, what you could improve, and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah, also if I may, about those 100 articles in knowledge base. This is also a very good way to facilitate knowledge base in your onboarding process, because it will be really hard to get with your agents with each and every article or integration on your list on your product, for example. So your agents can, in their free time or during a work time, go through those articles one by one, and quickly, point by point, check what you have to offer, how you can integrate, or how you can sell other software or products that you are selling in your company.
And nice thing that if your company grows, you hire more agents to staff the chats, and a completely new person comes in, they are always able to catch something new that everyone else was not able to notice. I'm not sure how this works, like in a psychological aspect. Probably you can explain it by magic, but every time new people, they might know not everything, anything about the product at all, but they will be able to catch new things. And if you keep running your agents through the onboarding, through the information your customers have, you will always be able to keep on improving it, keep on making it better for the customers for the future. And this is basically it. This is the LiveChat process we are going through. I hope that this suggestions were useful for you guys. Now, as always, there's a short moment for you to ask us questions. We will be here for a couple of minutes for you. So if anything comes up related to the topic, just hit us in here. We're available for you. Also, while I have you here in this free moment, we're waiting for the questions, please remember that there is also another part of this webinar coming. This will be part 3, managing your LiveChat team. So after you hire agents, after you go through the onboarding, how to go about managing the team to do it everything efficiently. There is no set date as of yet, but we will keep you updated on our webinars page. And I do see the first question that comes in here. What would you recommend when you are working with many regions? As far as I understand, you mean a situation when your agents will be working from different offices around the world, right? This is not a question you can answer in a simple manner, I think.
Yeah.
That's why we keep our team in a single place, so we just keep on sharing the knowledge all around with everyone. But I think that in this case, knowledge base is really great thing to go about, because knowledge base is accessible for everyone who has internet connection, and this should really help with new agents. And if you work completely remotely with the new people, try to do perhaps some Skype conversations and just keep connected so they are not too far away from the main feeling of your company, so they know what your company is about and how you go about things. Try to think about how to bring them closer to you so they keep in touch, because it's never as simple as hiring an agent somewhere in the world, paying them money and expecting them to do the job just great.
Yeah, also I think that this is very important to facilitate many different tools like Slack or Inbox. So you keep your knowledge in one place so that our agents who are working in another region, for example, can always get access to it and can be always up to date.
Okay, I hope this helps your question, Yamin. Now the next one we have, do you have tests, checkpoints? How do you evaluate if the person is ready? Now this is the Wonder list, I think I mentioned above. The checkpoints and tests we are going through. They are more of a checkpoint, so we just expect them to go through these at a certain amount of time. No strict deadline for this, but we just want to see them go through these during the first weeks they are with the company. We do not have tests as such, except for the typing speed test, but there's never a simple answer as you need to have 45 words per minute to get to LiveChat team. Yeah. Because it's too flexible, I think.
Also, what I think personally is good to implement this work buddy system, because over time you are kind of let's say get a less control of a new agent as a work buddy. You give them more space to do stuff they think is right, and you can check them, let's say, silently. And if you think that they perform well, like your other agents who are more experienced, then I think this is the time when agent can, go and be on himself.
Yeah, and the supervision function basically does the thing for you, because you can see how the customers respond to it. And even if you initially think that what the new agents do is not correct and it should be changed, and if you see that your new customers interacting with them appreciate it, you can see just basically new ways around, which is also a fresh point of view.
Yeah.
I hope this helps. Okay, now a question. Is there a way to create a greeting that is individual for each agent, but is the greeting that starts the chat for them each time? As far as I understand your question, Haley, you are asking about a greeting that would always route the chat to the agent. We do not have this possibility in our product, but if you want to make the greetings personal, there is a simple way for that. You can use I think you can call it a wildcard, which is %agent %. And if you put it into the text, so for instance, hello, my name is %agent %, and you put this greeting on your website, this will always display the name of the agent that will be talking to the customer. So this is this personal touch you can use for the customers. If you have troubles with using it, make sure to contact our support team on the chat. We should be, I think, available later after the webinar as well. Exactly. And we will be able to assist with this. Okay, question from Kevin. Do you offer a chatbot? Not yet.
Yeah.
But if you saw the webinar I have with Covadis customer service, I've mentioned that LiveChat is working on including the chatbots in our software as well. This is melody of the future, so no solid ETA for that yet, but we are working on it real hard, and I think that we should be able to share more with you guys in the upcoming weeks or perhaps months. So stay tuned for more information about that. This is a longer question. Please give us a moment, Robert, to read it through. Okay, is it possible to control which products a new agent gets chat about? So basically the customer only gets chat engagements from the people who know their way about the specific product. Yes, you can do this with groups function. And basically what you do then is that when you set up specific groups for specific pages of your website, first you add agents to them. So you decide which agent is in which group. And once they are assigned in there, you need to set them by URL rules. So assign specific URLs that the current page, the current group will appear on, and only those agents will get engagements from the people on that website. If you do have troubles in setting that up, make sure to contact our support team. As I mentioned, we will be able to share some links. Also, you can check on this in our knowledge base, which is really well described under URL rules. It should be there. I hope this helps, Robert. Okay, thank you. Okay, now question from Marcus is, we mentioned Alevio KB integration. Once done, can we access our own KB from the web app or browser without leaving the page?
Well, yes. Basically, what Alevio allows you to do is to use, let's say, an overlay on your website, in which you can create some buttons that will link directly to your knowledge base. So this is also a good way to implement on your website, because your customers doesn't have to leave your website in order to access your knowledge base. Unfortunately, in case of Alevio, we do not have the possibility to integrate such button within our web application. So I'm afraid that your agents will have to minimize LiveChat and enter your website in order to access knowledge base.
Yeah, and
so sorry for that.
Yeah, also, by the way, what is worth mentioning is if you do put Alevio on your website, and this is the same code you're using on the rest of your website, the chat will carry over between knowledge base and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
So it will not be cut for any of the customers who come and go about your website. I hope this helped, Marcus. Oh yeah, as is a question that actually pops up quite often, I think, from Kevin. Are there plans for agents to access tickets through the LiveChat application on the phone? Now, basically, our mobile applications, they are simplified versions you need to go, you mostly use on the run. And when you are using it, you're probably in a situation when you are just traveling from place A to place B and so on, and your possibilities to interact with the customers are somehow limited. Now, writing the tickets, the whole descriptions from a mobile phone, this may not be so easy to use because mobile keyboards and whatnot. So currently we will not plan on implementing the tickets in the mobile application, but if you're on a mobile device and you really need to check on a ticket from the customer, you can log into our web application, so mylivechat.inc.com, and take it from there. This will perhaps not be the best optimized view to use it at all times, but you will be able to see all the tickets in that section.
Yeah, also a pro tip regarding the tickets on your mobile. When you would like to check the tickets that you are assigned to, you can always enter your email on your phone, because each ticket that you're assigned to is automatically sent to your email as well. Also, you can go to Agents section at LiveChat, pick your profile, click on Edit, and there you can subscribe for new ticket emails.
Yep.
What that will do is it will send the notifications about each new ticket sent by your customer. So, for example, if you are offline and would like to check the tickets, you will receive those tickets on your email, and you can respond to those tickets from your email directly as well. And those responses will go straight to your customers too.
Yeah, this should help as well. Good one. Hope this helps, Kevin. Now, I'm not seeing any further questions as for this moment. You're welcome, Kevin.
No problem.
But if there is anything that came up, please do hit us. Now, I will also appreciate if you take a moment straight after the webinar to fill up the post-webinar survey and let us know whether you found this webinar useful, whether there's something we could improve in the whole webinar flow so you get the best of it, and some suggestions for the upcoming topics that would help your companies out. We are always willing to share the knowledge we have at LiveChat, and always happy to help.
Yeah, and also, if I may, from my point of a knowledge-based guy, let's say, any feedback about our knowledge base or the articles will be much appreciated at feedback@livechatinc.com.
Okay, can we put a GIF in the chat at the top of like banner image? Yes, this is eye catcher function. You can get to it under settings theme eye catcher. And once you upload a graphic file there, it will hover straight above the chat. You can control manually where it will be moved. We support at least, I think we support most of the extensions that are there, GIF included, so you can make it more, flashy and moving so it catches attention. And we do have some customers who do use GIFs as eye catchers, so this is not something completely new. Right, you're welcome, David. Alrighty, if this is everything, we'll be finishing for today. It was great to be your host today. Thank you for joining me, Krzysztof.
Yeah, thank you very much as well.
And I would like to invite you to the third part of the Heroes Assemble series, which will be upcoming at the end of the March, as well as the webinar we will have co-joined with Yotpo in a week time. This will consider customer retention. So if you're a SaaS company and you're looking for tips on how to increase retention and make your customers more loyal, we'll be talking about this. Thank you and have an awesome day ahead, and stay connected, stay in touch. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, hey.